So if you guys don't know Death Battle, this is Death Battle. They do a lot of superhero, comic book, mythical, just a lot of people that have powers, and they put them in a death battle. Sometimes they don't have powers, and sometimes they do. Look, all you have to know is it's Spider-Man versus Deku. The channel's Death Battle. Yeah, Spider-Man versus Deku. Firstly, looking at it, this is obviously Miles Morales' character, because I don't believe Spider-Man, Peter Parker, has invisibility, unless it's a fancy suit. But this is definitely Miles Morales, I think. Anyways, let's go.
Miles Morales.
Yep, I called it. I fucking called it. I know my Spider-Mans. Oh, can we talk? Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys a channel before you watch this. I've been binge watching this guy's fucking like channel. This guy makes amazing fucking content. Bro, this guy, I watched the entire history of Batman, fucking fully entertained, loved it. And then I watched the entire history of Spider-Man, fucking love it. Dude, if you ever want like to know the lore of fucking Spider-Man and Batman, watch this channel. I hope he does an entire history of like more DC people, because I would love to know more about Superman's entire history. Maybe Tony Stark, fucking any more Marvel characters would be lovely, you know. But so far he's only done Spider-Man and Batman, which is totally fine, but it's just like fuck. So I think he's obviously a goddamn Spider-Man fan. Look how much, yeah, he's definitely a Spider-Man fan. But yeah, the entire history of Spider-Man and the entire history of Batman, beautiful, love it. And I've been watching some of his rise and falls. It's so good. This guy's fucking channel, really good. Got it.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his...
By the way, yo, where the fuck's my I'm just saying, where's my Into the Spider-Verse? Like, I know we have this one. Look, Haley Steinfeld, you're basically married. He can't, like, he's not gonna go after you no more. Okay, you're gonna have to face him one day, one of these days, and just make the fucking movie, please. I know he's a weirdo. Okay, I forgot his fucking the actor's name, but I know he's a weirdo. But please make the goddamn movie faster.
Place in the world, and now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had...
Okay, Miles Morales, age 17. Did not realize he was 17. He's only 5'8". Damn, he's short. I did not know he was that short. Graffiti artist, really? We're gonna put okay. Herald of I can't even say that. I don't even know what that see, I don't even know what that means. Champions, Ultimates, and Avengers. Naruto. Wait, what? I didn't. not realize he would. Wow. Canon Events, GameSpot, and Paul. Who the fuck is Paul?
Had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider?
Hey, the actor don't know how to talk to girls either. The voice actor, hey.
Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle. Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if
Living parents.
they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it
I actually don't know like comic based lore stuff about Miles, and I also don't know who's stronger, Peter or Miles, because if you just think about Miles as like general aspects, he seems stronger because he can go invisible. Peter, I don't think can. Miles also has the ability to see like what they just said through the wall thing, and then he also has the electrical outburst stuff, which I think Miles is really like a better version of Peter, but I don't know if, because like Peter's whole thing, Spider-Man's whole character is about like defying the odds, never giving up, blah 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 blah, right? So like if Miles and Peter fought, would Peter win or would Miles win? Because Miles is Spider-Man as well. He still has the idea of what Spider-Man is. I think Miles would win, but I don't know, because Peter also, if you take all his history and put it in, he has all these cool ass fucking Spider-Man suits. I don't know.
is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
Dude, that's scary as a bitch. Are you kidding me? Look at this shit.
Earth's natural electric fields to fly.
Traveling up, motherfucker, if I saw this bitch just fly like across my face, oh hell no. Fuck no. God, fuck no. I'm smacking that I'm gonna take a blowtorch and we're blowing. Hey, that shit's gone. Nah.
Hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could live.
Yeah, OG Spider, yeah. This one, I was literally about to bring this up.
Buildings and dodge light speed.
His like first comment,
a building exploding
I think
on top
too.
of
It was like the
geez.
first comment, or I don't know, first series. I forget which series this was. And the entire history of Spider-Man literally showed this, and it described what the story, like the meaning behind it. It's basically Spider-Man never gives up, blah 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 blah. He'll do it, blah blah blah, right? But this shit was insane. Like, I think it was an entire fucking building or something. I don't even know. Well, I forgot what fell on him, but it was insane. Well, did I ever tell you about the time my Aunt May almost died on? Oh yeah, he was trying to get the cure. Wait. Then when I went to confront him, he pulled down an entire underground water laboratory on my head, and I had to summon the inhuman strength beyond anything I have ever tried before, and pushed and crawl out, get the medicine to Aunt May, and wait here for...
Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem, a blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's getting kudos from...
I just need to know how
Harlem.
the fuck they, like, did that math. Area of Harlem, and average height of 5 stories. Well, that's insane. Like, there's so much... Yo, shout out to Death Battle.
A blast that would have equaled
'Cause I've watched some of this stuff. I still don't understand how they...
15 million tons of TNT.
He's getting kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the
Never
likes
heard
of
of
Miss
the
Marvel and
Champions, I'm not gonna
Ironheart.
lie.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
I know the
The same
Ultimates.
stuff as
the
T'Challa's own
Ultimate
suit.
Spider-Man
This super rare and
series.
tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is
Vibranium.
thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in his shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Spider-Man.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan,
Okay, I don't know much about Deku or My Hero lore, so
there was no one more
I have no say in this. For me, personally, I want Spider-Man to win. And I think Spider-Man should win, but I don't know about Deku. And I know anime's power scaling is insane. So, Deku's probably gonna win.
Synonymous with the word, then their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno, with a smile
All
on his
Might.
face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously
That's All Might?
injured. His time as a beacon of hope was
What?
coming to an end, and he would need to find
did not know
someone
that
to
was
pass
All
on the
Might.
torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to
Wait,
call him, this
what is
kid
his name?
named Izuku
Izuku Midoriya. So how the fuck is his name Deku?
Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people.
So Bakugo
Just
made
like-
his fucking name Deku and he just stuck with it? His real name is Izuku Midoriya? I never knew that. Age 16, 24 post time. Oh, he's 24 post time skip, but his age is 16 right now, I think. And he's 5. He's 16. 5'6", short as a bitch. Profession, teacher, part-time hero. What? Deku's a teacher? One for all hero Deku. 7 possesses 7 quirks. What do you mean 7 quirks? Aren't you only allowed 1 quirk? I don't know. Favorite food, Katsudan. Mid. Romantic interest. Oh, you know, one of them.
All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
What is? Wait, 7 quirks? What do you mean 7 quirks?
Until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even
I'll give my hero this. Their fight animations, their fight scenes look sick. I'll never get into it though.
finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train
So of course he mastered it. Okay.
to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming
Okay, I'm already going with Deku. It already seems like Deku's gonna win.
the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit.
I don't
of
think Spider-Man's gonna
others
outlive this
way before
bullshit.
himself. Sure, everyone else was
What
okay,
the
but
fuck?
he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself.
What?
Everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all
You're trying to tell me Spider-Man's gonna outlive this bullshit?
over again if he got himself
Yeah, nah,
paralyzed.
Deku
So
won.
to cut down on his
it's over.
hospital bill,
Fuck
he
it.
developed full
Deku won.
howling.
Fuck
Instead
it.
of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master.
Wait. So a quirk can be just passed down like that?
One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils.
Oh, this is all his quirks. Wait, but how does he have Gear Shift, Fajin, Danger Sense, Black Whip, Smokescreen, and Float? So when he got One for All, he got all of these quirks, or when the fuck did he get all these quirks from? What? We only heard One for All got passed out. So is One for all of these, or am I tripping? How the fuck did he? I'm confused. Anyways. Costume Zeta, Air Force gloves, mid gauntlets, iron sword. But I can already tell Gear Shift sounds like it's gonna be the most broken thing. Danger Sense is probably like Spidey Sense. Float is gonna allow him to keep up with Spider-Man in the air. One for All is gonna be broken as fuck. I don't know what Black Whip is, and I don't know what Fudging is. Smokescreen sounds stupid.
to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku
Spider
react
sense.
in advance.
Okay.
Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's well and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building
What
up
is
kinetic energy
Fajin?
within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero-turned-villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. Where's I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once
I
crossed
think I'm in one. Hold on. Go back to her.
Rifle for an
Damn.
arm. Where's
She looks sick as fuck. Anyway.
I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And
Oh yeah, GG's. Yeah, no, fuck it. GG's, man. Yeah. Oh, Miles Morales is dead.
Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its
So he
speed
can go
without
even
abiding by the laws
faster?
of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air.
I knew
or
Gear
move so
Shift was
fast
gonna
he
be
can punch multiple
broken.
times in an
Yeah,
instant.
okay.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him. And this is a dude who
I
can
mean, if I learned anything from fucking One Piece, I knew Gear Shift. Whatever Gear Shift was gonna be, it's gonna be broken.
catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to
The power of friendship.
All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting
So he lost his quirk.
a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on
Oh, fuck no. So he didn't even get to stay OP? Ah, that's some bullshit.
his knowledge to the next generation, just like
Nah, that's some bullshit. Can Spider-Man fight this version of Deku?
every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help
He got cool shit again, and never mind.
of his
Alright,
friends.
never mind.
For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
W.
Hello,
Friendship.
it's me.
Okay,
For
what the fuck?
door through
Buy
all
the merch,
possibilities.
guys.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's see. But first of all, by the way, I've watched Death Battle before. Their animations, they're like Death Battle, like actual Death Battle, not the analysis stuff, is actually sick. I don't know who's part of that team because each style matches what their character is usually a part of. Like, I think they did like a Pac-Man versus something, and they did it in a Pac-Man style. It was sick. I love their Death Battle. I don't know who's on the team or how much it costs, but it's insane. Oh, he's using black.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do? All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine! Delaware!
Did you just say Delaware smash? Why does he say? Yeah, I'll go back. I'll go back for you guys. Like, what the
Now
fuck?
watch mine! Delaware!
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
I'm sure that you're really nice, but you can't cut it here in BK. I'm sure that you're all might, but I'm running away at the right place. With all that murderous stuff, fanboy, you already lost. You should take the hit.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
The Spider-Man's voice is definitely not Miles Morales voiced or like inspired, because this guy does not sound like a Miles Morales character one bit. I don't know. Miles will always have like a flair, like even in the comics. When I think about it, he'll always have like some spice to his voice. Never just like that Peter Parker voice.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own dance.
Okay, there I can see the Miles Morales. That's, see what I mean? This is beautiful. Hold up. Go back. This is beautifully animated. I don't know who's part of the team, but it's so good.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own dance.
Sarah was right! Your quirk is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit!
Don Saito. That's bad!
Go beyond!
So he outpowers Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
I mean, I kind of knew Deku was gonna win after hearing all those fucking quirks and stuff. Kind of fucking OP. Plus, he's an anime character. Usually, all anime characters are just OP naturally. But you know, I wonder who would win if it was preparation. Because they did a Batman versus something, and they allowed preparation time. I think it was Tony Stark, and they allowed preparation time because Spider-Man's smart. So I wonder if he was more prepared, if he could figure out weak points. But at the same time, is Deku as smart as Spider-Man too? Like, if he knew Spider-Man's strengths and weaknesses, would he be able to exploit it? I mean, if Deku teached, I guess he would be smart, right?
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by
If
talking.
it wasn't 50-50 and they just fought off like seeing each other, I wonder who would win.
talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
See, that's where I would love to see if they have preparation time.
But Miles is powered.
I mean, Miles is not Peter Parker. I think Peter Parker is smarter than Miles. But Miles still is a smart kid. So I wonder, Miles was, I forget in the comics, I think he was a little bit, naive. So maybe Deku would win preparation time.
And fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest.
I mean,
Miles
yeah.
absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT,
Jesus
smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next time on Death Battle.
I just feel so sad. Like, I don't want Deku to win. Deku has always pissed me off, you know? And it's not like, what the fuck? Sorry. I don't know. Deku's character always pissed me off. So I never want to see him succeed. I hate watch on Deku. I'm a Deku hate watcher.